Hey, what's up everybody? It's 2 Minutes Tuesday and today we'll be talking about the Arduino Bootloader. Ever wonder why these different brands of microcontrollers have to be programmed in a different way and each of them require different kind of programmer? For example, ST microcontrollers need the ST-Link, the AVR microcontrollers need the AVR ISP, the PIC microcontrollers need the PIC Kit 3, and so on. All this programming is defined by the manufacturers. Each have their own way of programming it. They have their own instructions. There are instructions to program the microcontroller. And this is why we need a special programmer to program every microcontroller. These instructions are defined by the manufacturers and they can be found in their official documentation. Now let's talk about how an AVR chip is usually programmed. See, the programming of the microcontroller is a two-man job. There is a special hardware which is the AVR ISP in case of AVR. Then there is a terminal program which is running on the computer like the AVR dude. These two work in sync to program a microcontroller. What a bootloader does is it eliminates the need of a special programmer, and how it does that is quite interesting. The Arduino bootloader is a very small program. In case of Arduino Uno, it is about 0.5 kilobytes. It sits in the top of the program memory, that is from 0000. It starts executing from there. There's a bootloader in the starting of the memory. It sits there and every time the microcontroller is turned on or it's reset, it starts executing at first. And what it does is it waits for a very small amount of time and monitors the serial port, that's the RX pin, the receiver pin. It monitors the RX pin. If there is any incoming commands or incoming data, it intercepts it and decodes it and then follows what to do. If a programmer is trying to upload any sketch, what it does is it takes in the sketch data and then programs the program memory. And if no data is received on the RX pin while the bootloader waits, it just goes on and executes the previous program which was written on the microcontroller. If it receives the new data, it flashes the microcontroller with the new data or the new program and then starts executing the new program. This way you can just eliminate the need of a specialized hardware programmer and then just do everything on the serial port of the device. So the bootloader is programming the program memory here. You don't need a specialized programmer like AVR ISP. You just need a communication to the serial port of the microcontroller. Now why is this interesting? Now what I want to do is have an Arduino and an ESP8266 in a remote location doing its thing, and I should be able to send over the compiled hex file for the Arduino to the ESP8266 and let it program the Arduino from a remote place. So I should be able to sit anywhere in the world and send my hex file and remotely update the firmware of the Arduino. Well, bootloader is the one which enables the possibility of doing it. Now the protocol which is used by the AVR bootloader is called as the STK500, and this is also defined by the AVR guys, and I will link it below in the description. You can go and check it out and make your own bootloader if you are interested. And also with Arduino IDE you can burn bootloaders into new chips, new microcontrollers which do not come with the bootloader option, but that's a topic for another video. That's it for this 2 Minutes Tuesday. I hope you learned something new. And yeah, like the video if you liked it and subscribe for more videos like this.